What's up, everybody? I am Pete Pardo from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to pick number 23 of my favorite 31 rock and pop album countdown of the 70s. We're doing it all month long here in August 2023. 31 days of the month, our 31 favorite rock and pop albums. I'm just doing one album by any band or artist. And again, these are the albums that, by bands that were not featured in some of my previous countdowns, right? So no hard rock and metal, no progressive rock, no southern rock, right? These are just all the other stuff, right? Rock, general rock music. Some of it might be kind of hard rock, right? But it's not quite heavy. Pop albums, that sort of thing. No jazz, all that. So today, for my pick number 23, another American band here. This is their fifth studio album, released July 8th, 1970, recorded at Wally Heider Studios in San Francisco, California, produced by John Fogerty for Fantasy Records. I'm talking about Cosmo's Factory by Creedence Clearwater Revival. Yes, indeedy, another in a string of spectacular albums by the mighty Creedence. One of the coolest bands of the late 60s going into the early 70s, right? They weren't around too much longer. They had two more albums in them after this. This arguably one of their greatest, right? I mean, God, you can say any of their first handful of albums are their greatest. They're all spectacular. John Fogerty, of course, on lead guitar, lead vocals, and some piano, electric piano and things. Tom Fogerty, his brother, rhythm guitar backing vocals. Stu Cook, bass guitar backing vocals. Doug Clifford, drums, and a little bit of cowbell, right? Gotta have some cowbell, right? And Russ Gary was the engineer on this particular album. So, what do you call Creedence? Just a good old American swampy rock band, right? I guess. Man, so many hits, so many big selling albums in their short career, right? Of course, this album's got a number of just spectacular songs. Ramble Tamble, so good. And, Mr. Fogerty, such an impressive guitar player, right? Just had a really wild kind of style. Just kind of go for it kind of way about his playing, right? It's bluesy at times, it's definitely rock, and he throws in all these kind of weird little licks and things. Ramble Tamble, it's very cool, and breaks from like their normal, 2 to 3 minute long song length format, right? Ramble Tamble's over 7 minutes long. Excellent guitar work on that. Before You Accuse Me, right? Of course, Ellis McDaniel song, done really well by the band. You got Traveling Band, right? Great original from the group. Love Traveling Band. And again, it's just barely over 2 minutes long. Such a short, little, potent song. Ooby Dooby, another cover. Just again, 2 minutes long. Looking Out My Back Door, looking out my back door. Just so memorable. Run Through the Jungle, swampy, rockin', mysterious. Run Through the Jungle is excellent. Up Around the Bend, great rocker, great ringing guitar tones from Mr. Fogerty. My Baby Left Me. Most of these songs 2-3 minutes long, right? Who'll Stop the Rain, hauntingly unforgettable. Great song, great chorus. Then, of course, their version of I Heard It Through the Grapevine. Here we go. Totally breaking the 2 to 3 minute barrier, right? 11-minute long jam with some crazy psychedelic solos from John Fogerty. And then Long As I Can See the Light finishes up the album. So, just excellent stuff. Again, one of many, many really strong albums from this band. And it's crazy when you think about just how short their career was, but so many hit singles and memorable album cuts, and you go through all their albums and it's like boom, boom, boom. It's like if you're like someone who maybe never bought any Creedence albums, but you're a big radio person, right? And if you actually go and look at all of their albums and look at all the track lists, you're like, oh yeah, that song and that song and that song, and that's you wind up knowing like half the catalog, if not more. It's crazy. All right, charting position: Australia number 1, Canada number 1. Dutch album charts number 2, Germany number 4, Finland number 1, Italy, Sal number 2, not quite a number 1, Japan number 10, Norway number 1, UK number 1, US Billboard number 1. Wow. Certifications: Finland gold, 20,000 units sold. UK silver, 60,000 units sold. United States 4 times platinum, 4 million copies sold. It's funny how, like, even though this album charted very high across the board. No other certifications except for those three. Interesting. Yeah, and as far as like the singles release, let's see if we have that information here in front of me. Traveling Band with Who'll Stop the Rain as the B-side was released as a single January 1970. Up Around the Bend with Run Through the Jungle, April 1970. Looking Out My Back Door with Long As I Can See the Light, July 1970. And the last single release was I Heard It Through the Grapevine, 1976. Wow, so they released that pretty late. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't that the live album, or the live version that they released as a single, or was it just this? Truncated, obviously. Maybe it was on the greatest hits set or something like that. I don't remember, but I know like the radio version of Heard It Through the Grapevine is actually way, way shorter. Right? All the sprawling jams are taken out, unfortunately. Yeah, because they're not going to play an 11-minute version of Heard It Through the Grapevine on commercial radio. Maybe some stations might, but most won't. So anyway, that's my pick for today. Cosmos Factory by CCR. Creedence Clearwater Revival, otherwise known as CCR for short. There are the guys on the bikes on the front. There they are on the back. So let us know what you think of Cosmos Factory down in the comments below, as well as your pick today. Pick number 23, right, as we march our way towards number 1. And visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, all together, all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell so you get alert of all of our content as a post. Love that hairdos, huh? And thanks in advance for all your support. All across the channel. Greatly appreciate it. And we'll see you tomorrow morning with another one. Thanks for watching, everybody. I am Pete Pardo. See you soon. Remember, it's Wednesday, so please tune in to all of our new album reviews today. Should have a few of them for you. So look forward to seeing you there. And have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye.